truth is beginning to come out as a lot of persons are still very much in shock at Deji Adeyanju's recent reaction to Peter Obi. Anyway, you won't want to miss this video. This man in the studio this morning is here to expose everything. According to this man, that he was there. In fact, he was the one who initiated the meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju. This man has exposed everything there. The way Deji Adeyanju talked about his mother and Peter Obi talking about politics. This man said quite a lot of things that we won't want to miss. Like seriously, Deji Adeyanju, I think, is shooting himself on the leg. And he's really going to pay dearly for this. Like I said earlier, this might cost him his political career. Not just his political career, even his profession, you know. And let's just watch this video. I'll be right back. Don't forget to share your opinion respectively in the comment sections. Hear what this man is saying. I think this is a lot of exposition is made here. Let's watch the video.
Trying to clarify what actually happened. I mean, can you reflect on that meeting between Peter Obi and Deji Adeyanju? And you have said that Deji had wanted a ticket for the Amagbari Federal Constituency to be given to him by the Labour Party. But of course, maybe because he didn't get that, that could have led to this kind of comments.
Well, I wouldn't want to go into insinuating from that angle. I was actually at the meeting, not only at the meeting, but I brokered it. When I was in PDP, I headed a media committee to revive PDP. And at that time, some of these activists were coming around, and Deji was among them. That was when I met Deji, and we cultivated a relationship. So immediately after Mr. Peter Obi got the Labour Party ticket in May 2022, the euphoria of that time, Deji was contemplating running for House of Representatives for Abuja. And I felt that Labour Party needed somebody like him who is young and activist, popular, and all those things. And I discussed it with Obi. I said, look, we need somebody like this who can try to arouse the public. And I arranged for us to meet. And the three of us met in the night. And we discussed amicably. Obi, as usual, welcomed the meeting and explained his life, how he came into politics and why, what he has done and all those things. After explaining, Deji was also touched. He started his own story and talked about how the mother played huge impact on him and all that.
Yeah, the mother case that was filed against him.
No.
Or his own mother.
Mother.
Oh, okay. I thought
you understand? No. I didn't have it. Okay. We didn't discuss any other thing except after Obi finished his story, Deji now told his own story. And at the end of the day, we left there. It was a long discussion and a very friendly discussion. Because before then, Deji was in the public space, various statements and all that, supporting that this is the best man for this job. So it was based on that the meeting was even brokered in the first place. And after the meeting, 4 weeks after, he issued a statement, tweeted that Obi told him in that meeting that invested government money in his family business.
That's the Anambra State government.
Yes, government money in his family business. I couldn't imagine whether it's the one I attended.
And you were there all through. Was there also any offer of monetary inducement?
I was there. Not only that, I was there all through. I left there with Deji.
Interesting.
So when I saw that statement, my initial reaction was that could they have met without me?
Somewhere else, apart from that meeting.
You understand? Because the way he presented it was so assertive that it would be difficult for you to begin to doubt whether it's the one who participated. So I called Deji. I said, what happened? Did you meet with P2B in another place after I left or another place? He didn't give me any response. And I issued a statement 2022.
Yeah, I mean, I received that statement. Yes. We reported it. And you've just gone ahead to issue another statement. I mean, but what do you think would be the primary motive for Adeyanju's revelation? Because he says he's prepared to go to court if indeed Obi takes him to court and that he has evidence.
Well, I am curious because I will love to know, in terms of what may have prompted it, that will be going into Deji's mind, which I don't want to go. You understand? But I'm curious to see if this matter goes to court. Then let me see that. Because if it's something I was an outsider, then I was okay. Maybe this happened. You can never swear for anything. But for this one, I cannot imagine.
Well, maybe the lawyers will be reaching out to you to serve as a primary witness in the case.
No, but to me, this matter is a distraction to the project.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that maybe some people, because I mean there have been allegations against Deji against him online, that maybe the APC is trying to use him. Some people even brought out different insinuations that he had an alleged murder case previously, and then of course one of the people who helped him out was Festus Keyamo. Maybe Deji is working for the APC and all of that through the back door to stop Obi. I mean different things. How the online space is like. I mean, do you think as a political editor this is calculated to distract Obi?
Definitely, definitely, because given the way Deji is pursuing it, you know that there's some political undertone. Otherwise, if you made an allegation against somebody and say it's going to court, why rush to the media and start a media trial?
Well,
you are a lawyer.
He claims that some of Peter Obi's supporters are all out against him, abusing him.
See,
even allegedly said that, I mean, one of the supporters, Sarah Ibrahim, had called his wife a whore, and I mean, all sort of things happening. And Peter Obi did not caution his supporters, particularly this person, allegedly.
I don't know whether he's in P2B's camp to know how P2B reacts to things, because he's not qualified to say that P2B did not do something, because he wouldn't know and he's not there. But the truth of the matter is that the way they is taking it, if you have made an allegation against somebody and you are a lawyer, go to court. Like I said, when this meeting took place, Deji was not a lawyer.
Yes.
And now he's a lawyer. I expected something more mature in handling this case.
Yeah, but I love the way you actually put it too, that these gentlemen are your friends, two of them, and that you would love to see how this can actually be settled. Is there any way that there could be maybe an out-of-court settlement if it does get to court, or you wouldn't even allow it to get to court in the first instance? Is there any way you could bring these two gentlemen together?
Well,
you think it's too late?
I am not a lawyer, and when lawyers are involved in a case, it's only them that will determine the extent. Me, as a journalist and a friend of the two, I don't mind. Because to me, Obi is focused on the ball.
Yeah, but he feels injured. I mean, he said his reputation has been injured. Deji too is also saying that he feels injured by obedience who are also abusing the hell out of him and all of that.
The thing is, anybody who has been following Obi's trend, Obi don't react to criticism, except when he goes to personalized things like this.
All right.
You understand? He doesn't like it. Even this one, I can tell you, pressure is on him. Why are you going to court?
Yes, I mean...
You understand? you understand? But the point is, it has to do with his reputation. So at a point, you have to look at both ways. But it doesn't mean it cannot be out of court. You understand? It's something that can be settled out of court. But it depends on the disposition of... If the media trial continues, nobody will just sit down and wait. But the most important thing is that it's a distraction to the main project. All
right, Aboyin, before we actually end this conversation, I want to speak from a higher level. Some people were saying that Peter Obi, by threatening to go to court, that means that he can't swallow what his own supporters are giving to others. That people like President Bola Tinubu, I mean, a whole lot of obedience have abused him, but he chose not to go to court. That can't Peter Obi act from a much more higher level and, look at this, maybe like a distraction and ignore it? Because Tinubu has been abused severally, Atiku too has been abused severally, and other leaders, yet they don't go to court. That this is the price you have to pay for putting yourself out there.
That is to an angle, but anybody who has been following P2B since he became a national figure at presidential level, we know that nobody has been so abused in the media space like him. Somebody like Reno Mokori was hired just to attack him. Has he talked to me? Has he gotten to God?
I mean,
there are so many of that.
Always read.
You understand?
The
There are so many
interactions
other characters. You understand? And even if, like they just said, he offered him money and he refused and all that. Anybody who knows P2B is a Catholic, an ardent Catholic, and he went to adoration ground of Mbaka. And Mbaka wanted him to pronounce amount with the crowd there who will clap for him and they will pray to him. Say, look, I don't mention money. Yeah. Show me the project, I'll do for you. And I will do it. And this created some dispute between him and Mbaka.
Right,
that is Peter Obi when it comes to money issue. This matter, there are so many criticisms Obi has received. It's because this touched on his person. The presidential spokesperson, Bayo Nanuga, woke up the other day and said Peter was organizing during the protest.
All right.
And he threatened to go to court. Later, that is spokesman of the president. So it's not about if you attack Peter on issues, on politics, on his politics and all that. You don't mind. But when you now come to his image, direct image, But that doesn't mean the matter should be allowed to.
Deji is now making it to look like anybody who tries to, weigh into this matter is now Obi supporter, and is tagging the person as Obi supporter, and the person is just trying to tarnish his own image. Well, like I said earlier, this is going to cost Deji a whole lot. His political career, and not just his political career, his own image is going to be dented, because you don't drag somebody with reputation. Obi has, maintain a very high class reputation that no politician has ever put up in this nation. So it's not just something that you just wake up one morning and then started putting up allegations, started putting up defamations, on somebody, and then you expect that person not to say anything. I really know that this is going somewhere, just like every other person has attributed it to be that Adeyanju has now has a paymaster. I mean, it's now being sponsored by APC somehow. It's not being sponsored by somebody. It's not just it's not just neutral anymore. Something is truly behind this thing. And that is the problem with young people. This is about how many times now, anytime you try to give privilege, and give opportunity to younger generation, they attempt to mix it up. Now, Deji Adeyanju, like I always say, is somebody that came up to the limelight via Very Dark Man platform and became very popular as an activist, and people started loving him because of what he was doing and doing with Very Dark Man. Now, I wouldn't be surprised that Deji Adeyanju will come out tomorrow and start castigating Very Dark Man, just like he has already started doing, publishing some kind of thing that he's not even supposed to do. If Very Dark Man is not a very kind of person that has a very strong reputation and a very strong image that will be very easy to pull down, the last post that Deji made about him would have actually affected his personality. But because he's somebody with a reputation and somebody who already, already has the people already love him very well, because of that, he was able to scale through and nothing happened to him. So this, well, like me, what I'm saying, this is really going to cost Deji. I think Deji should just swallow his pride and forfeit whatever that is pushing him into this thing, and just reject it. The earlier the better. Apologize to P2B and make wrongs the right, so that everybody can just forget about this and then move on. If not, he's building, he's heaping coal on his head, and this is not really palatable for him and his career. This is just my take on this.